Hi y'all. I just finished kind of going through my last week and starting to set up this week. I do usually do this on a Saturday or a Sunday most of the time. Sometimes I don't, and I end up doing it on Monday, Tuesday at the latest, and I kind of back plan. But I'm here in my A A5 print pression binder with Franklin Covey rings placed in it. Here, I just have a bunch of miscellaneous stuff. Some stickers, some not wax, some used sticker paper. So if I take a sticker off, decide not to use it, I don't fiddle with trying to put it back into its appropriate little slot area, like here. I just go ahead and stick it on there, fill it up, and keep it in my binder somewhere to use for later. Here's a little washi card. Um, these are some tack stickers. These she actually, this is from Nicole Hutch Design. She actually make these, or used to make them. I don't know if she does now. And then these are ones that I asked her if she could customize, because I just wanted taxes, and I wanted it to be small enough to put into my month at a glance um, page. So on my monthly calendar page, I had I was using just a monthly for all of these years. And this is my first year using a month on 2 pages. So I had them make them so that they can fit in the month on 1 page calendar. This is just some, oh, I do have some in here. I needed these earlier. Reinforcers, so when I tear my stuff out. I think both of these paper clips I got from Amazon. I know I got these from Amazon. And there's some stickers here and sticky notes. And then some stickers here. And then I do have a little birthday, I mean, not birthday, Mother's Day gift my mom gave me there. This folder here is just a brain dump book that I was supposed to be using, but I was supposed to use it for planning out my next week, writing down everything that I have to do, and then putting it into paper, but I haven't really been using it. I do still keep it there. Maybe eventually I'll use it, but I have my system down pretty good, so I don't have to do this. Now, if I'm very busy, this will definitely come in handy, like when I have any type of catering things that I have to do, parties, if I'm traveling, something like that, that next week, it's very handy to have there. I can use it then. Um, these are my little, these are just, what you call those, index cards. And I have what each one of the little bitty dots mean on my calendar. And now I have room to write it. So sometimes I don't even use the dots. I just write it in. Here are my things that are auto deducted, and I do highlight them in my calendar just to know to look for those coming out. And then this is my bullet journal, the different symbols and what I use each of those symbols for. And then I think there's a one on the back. And then here are my zones. Sometimes I just write in that I'm going to be cleaning a certain zone. And then the zones I usually break up into quadrants. Y'all, I hate cleaning. Cleaning is just something that I don't like to do. So if I bite little chunks off of it at a time, that helps me to get it done. I don't know what that is. Oh, just a note. This I used to initially have it in here for my morning routine and nightly routine, but now I just stick sticky notes on it, as you can see. This half of a piece, because the other top part of it is cut off, but I like it, but I want to flip it around and do it the other way. You can just use a wet erase marker and write on here. You could do a dry erase too, but they usually come off, so I like to use the wet erase. And then you can also put like your top priorities. This is 1, 2, and 3 here. I don't use it really, but it's there if I need it. Some sticky notes. This was supposed to be an Amazon order list, so when I want to order things I can put it on here, but now I actually have one later in this binder. Back here is a habit tracker that I can stick down for a month if I want to try and kind of look at a forming a habit on something. Just some stickers, reinforcers, some note paper. If I need to write a note for someone, give it to them. Information about something with planning. That's for like a burn party. One time we had a vision board party, and when we had the vision board party, we all did our vision board, and we ordered balloons, and we took those balloons out. We wrote everything on there that we did not like about ourselves or that we needed to work on for ourselves, and then we let it go and let it fly into the air. So I thought about doing this same thing, but writing it down and then watching it burn. Pictures of me and my family. I need to actually put some more in there. Picture of me. Here is supposed to be kind of like the table of contents for this section, although I haven't. This is very old, 2 or 3 years old, or 3 or 4, something like that, but still just about all of these things are in there, and I just kind of keep it there and write stuff in it if I think of something else for this section that I would like to keep in there. Again, more sticky notes here. These dividers I actually are, what they, dashboard dividers? They dividers to me, but I don't keep like tab dividers, just regular piece of laminated something dividing my sections up. This is a piece of tracing paper. I use it as vellum. Nothing printed on it. I haven't tried to print on it, so I don't know if you can or not, but it just covers that. And then this is my vision board. I need to actually update this. I've had this for several years now, but all of these things I still do want to work on, so that's why I left it and hadn't done another one. I do want to now add some things to my vision board. And then my word for the first 3 or 4 years have been declutter. I'm still working on that. I'm a work in progress, because as soon as I declutter something, I clutter it back up. So still working on that. But then I also put consistency down. I added that word so that I can stay consistent at trying to declutter. These are just 2 papers that are my love letter to myself. So I need to write a love letter to me. This is my resume. I forgot who I seen shrink theirs down and put in here, but I thought it was actually a really good idea. It's handy if you're looking on line for a job and stuff, and you want to go back and kind of quickly reference what it is that you've done at different jobs and stuff like that. So it comes in handy to see, and also it helps you look at where you are, what are you doing now, and do you need to update your resume, because this one is old. So I do have an updated one. I just need to print it down to this size. Here is just a sheet protector, half size sheet protector, and all I do is trim off the part that has the holes in it, and I repunch it in there, and so that it doesn't have the overhang, because I hate the whole overhang. The ones that have overhang, I usually keep them toward the back. But I just have sticky notes and some stickers. I have this in here that I was using as a writing board in my weeks planner and or weeks size planner, because this is a week size not planner, notebook. But I took it out because I'm not using that particular one anymore, and so I just stuck it in here with some sticky notes on it. I think these came from Walmart, I believe. Those sticky notes that was back there, just looking at. I can't remember where those came from. I just not too long ago put an inbox in here. I do use an inbox in my pocket planner right here, and that inbox is very helpful. I use it a lot in the pocket planner. And I have a kind of like a brain dump section or note section in here, and I usually put everything there. But if it's something that I need to do and I know I need to do it, but it's for a later time, or I need to migrate it somewhere else, I'm gonna try and remember to put it here instead of in the notes section. This is just a piece of a laminating sheet that I laminated empty, and I use it to put my pen holder on, an extra pen holder, and I just stuck some sticky notes. I think these are from the planner spot. I think they're from the planner spot. Then these are my 2021 goals, so I need to put them in my 2021. I kept them out, so when I was making my 2022 goals, anything that I had not accomplished or partially accomplished went back on my 2022 goals if I felt it was still relevant. Right now I have my 2022 goals inside of this little sheet protector that I got from Franklin Covey. I wish it was clear, but it's opaque, like, so you can see it still, but I just wish it was clear like this. It's kind of hard to find half letter size inserts and stuff, so it's okay, I'll make it through. And then these are just some papers for, you know, what I might need in my goals section. And here are those little the one that I told you is a half thing where you have the notes and then the 1, 2, 3. Also, they're on top. And then here are 3 habit trackers, and you can use those, and you'll see where I use those at later in the planner. This is what I do monthly overview sheet. So when I'm getting ready to set up my week, I look at this information, or my goals, and I look at this information. These are the little stickers. These are the market dot stickers, the 1/8 size circles, and I love these. I love these. I wish that they had. I can't think they come in 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 5, 6. Oh, 8. They come in 8 colors, and it's one sheet in each packet. But I forgot how many of these are on there. It's a lot though on each sheet, and I just cut them down. But I wish we could get that same amount. You can order them individually in the individual colors, but they only come with, I want to say, 4 sheets in there. I wish they came with 8 sheets of red, or, you know, the ones that you use the most, which are, for me, this, which is bills, and this is, which is birthdays. And then, you know, I use my paydays, but you only get paid 2 to 4 times a month maybe, so I don't use it as much as I use these two. And just to tell y'all what each one of these meant, because one of them has now needs to change, and I'll find something for it, but I haven't taken the time to really think about it. This is bills, payday, birthdays, my husband's second job. His I mark his days that he worked at that second job. This was my period tracker. I don't use these any longer. This was personal. This was events. And then this is my PTO, or call-ins, or time off from work. Okay. This is just a 2022 um, year at a glance. Same thing, I had an extra one here in case I needed it for something. This one is for my catering business, and I mark off the days that I did have a function, and then any days I mark them off, and then I can refer back to this when I'm looking for taxes and stuff to gather that paperwork for those particular days and stuff. So yeah. And then this is the same thing. This is for my hair care slash eventually beauty business. Right now I only have hair care products in here, but these are the dates that I sold something. They're marked off. This I just put in not too long ago, and I haven't came up with a use for it yet. I just happen to love yearly calendars and stuff, so I'm always trying to see what can I use one for. So eventually I will. This is my husband's yearly calendar. So I keep it in here for his full-time job. And then this is my PTO call-in AB4s that I take here. And this is my on-site calendar. So I've been marking the days that I go into the office. We've had an influx of new data people come in, so I've been training them, and so I mark the days that I go in on site for them, which it looks like I need to catch up May. So yeah. And then here's another fold out from Peanuts Planner Co. Again, I haven't used anything with it, and neither of this one either. Now for this one, there was someone, and I need to find that video. They had this one set up, I want to say for like cleaning or something, chores or something like that. But however they had it set up, it was this one or either the project one. However they had it set up, I really liked it. Like, it clicked and made sense in the brain to me. So I said that I was going to do this one like that. But I need to go back and look at that video, find that video, and look at it. Here is my calendar index. So, and I got this from, I think it's maybe originally from Franklin Covey, but it was an individual that I was watching. I can't remember which one it was, but at the beginning or at the end of each one of their monthlies, they had a calendar index for that month, and they would put things that happened that they may need to see. And then what they were saying was they were putting that index all together, so they would have 12 of those because it's 12 months. And then instead of them having to flip through all of the days of when things happened, they could just flip through those 12 pages. Well, I do this as an event calendar, and I thought this was a great idea to do it as a calendar index like they were doing. But you know, your oil changes, your filter changes, your water changes, if you got new tires, the last time you deep cleaned something, which I do have a deep cleaning tracker, but I actually don't use it. The last time you changed the salt bags in your water tank, stuff like that. So that's what I use this one for. This one, I'm not using it for anything. That's, oh no, that's the other side of it. So that's the next 6 months, and this is the first 6 months here. And then this one, as a matter of fact, you know what? I just thought of something that I need to put on this one. So I'm going to leave it open like this, and when I finish with this video, I will go back and put that on there. Now this one is my event calendar. This one, I've been doing this for years, and I got my first printouts like this from Miss Alexis Trench Coat something or another, and I use this to track all of our family events, parties, offspring celebrations, reunions, stuff like that. All of those special moments, graduations, all of that kind of stuff. I use this to track that with. And I think today is June. Yep, I also need to go in and now fill out some things here because we had some things this weekend just passed. This one is nothing yet, but it's a year on one page, whereas this one is a year on 2 pages. 6 months, 6 months. This one goes all the way across. Now, this one can be for a whole bunch of different stuff, such as work schedule, all of that. Things that are you can write really small in there. So, I do have it in there, as well as this one. I like it too, and it is a yearly as well. And then this one is a yearly, and this is from Peanuts Planner Code. One of them is her yearly bundle, and the other one is her undated yearly. So this one is, both of these are from Peanuts. This one on the back and this one are from Peanuts Planner Code. Okay, and then now we're gonna move into my schedule agenda section. So just some notes here. January, this is how my January month on 2 pages look, and you can see how I have the little dots there, and I have birthdays, and I use my dots fully this time, and I was able to put my birthdays there. These stickers I get from Planner Kate, and then also the balloons. So that's a no spend tracker that came from Happy Planner. And then this is my calendar that I use for self-care. So any type of problems that I have, what I've done, my self examination, things of that nature, I put on here. If I walked, if I showered instead of a bath, usually I take baths. So I'll mark when I take a shower instead of a bath. My blood pressure, if I have any female problems, stuff like that goes here. And then this is my routines tracker, I'll say. Yeah, more of routines versus task. And it's just daily H2O vitamins, daily veg and red meat or pork. I'm trying to decrease that because I love steak. So I just mark off when I exit, and then now checking. I am checking now because I used to leave it blank, but I didn't know if that meant that I missed that day of tracking or if I just didn't do what I was supposed to do, or if that was, like representing good. I know X meant I didn't accomplish it. So I started actually checking off now. And then these are my zones. So when I do hit my zones, I'll put it here that I done it, so I'll know where I done it. Not good at tracking that though. Notes. And then here are my Peanuts Planner Code Weeklies. I started these because I actually didn't have my regular one printed that I usually print for myself, because I wanted to make some changes to it, and because I wanted to make changes to it, I hadn't printed it. So I started off in this year, and that's how I found out that I do not like the A5 size in vertical. I prefer horizontal. But in my pocket, when I used it for a year and like 8 months or 10 months, and it actually worked really well in there. Now, what I do like are these on the weeklies, but I forego that to have my horizontal layout. And I think I used these for 1 month or 2 months, and then I switched over into my regular inserts. Here I had a sheet in between pages, so I made notes about the week there. This is in next week notes. These are some challenges that I came up with for myself next week. Then I started incorporating this, and this is when I started doing things that I wanted to track more closely, making sure I was doing it. And I just well, this one isn't, but the next ones they're slit, so I just move them from week to week and try and do that. Then I write some type of positive note to myself telling me, be kind, be patient to yourself, don't give up, stuff like that. Here, this may be March, February now. Nope, it's not. So this is the end of January. Now here we go into February. And I didn't want to leave these blank, so that's why I put the February here, because I want to open it up to where you're looking at, the page. I hate when you get the blank monthly calendars and they have the month on this side that don't have a month on, it's like Thursday through Saturday on this side, but you have Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday or something. I hate that. So I just made a blank page, and then you open it up and you move into your monthly. Month on 2 pages. Again, my personal side, my tracker here. Oh, I didn't go over this on the last one. These are like my monthly overview, what I am doing for this month, the things that I want to get accomplished and things that are going on. So right here, there was a birthday party. These are birthdays for this month. What I intend to buy, especially if it's like some type of a big purchase. My goals for this month, my priorities for this month, rather. If we had a date night, and then here currently I'm watching, reading, listening, whatever, down here, and I can highlight that information. Sometimes I actually come back and I say when I stopped, when I finished that, and then also I might describe like I enjoyed it a lot, or stuff like that. So this is my first week in February, and these are not the ones these are the ones I've been using for the last couple of years, where you have the month and then you can bring it all the way across if you'd like, all the way across. And then I do change into the ones that I changed to now. You will see that later. Another week. Here I started drinking tea kind of heavily, so I put that down. Sometimes I track the weather, sometimes I don't. And y'all, I hope I don't have anything personal on here, so please ignore it if I do. March. Things I tracked in March for myself. This is March. And I'm not going to go real slow in case I do have something. Then here's that thing. See how I have that one slit. And I've actually been using these basically every month. And then this is just an overview of the month, some things. And a lot of times through the week, when stuff happened through the week and I write it down here, I don't maybe write great detail. I'll come back here, write the date, and then start writing about it here. I usually try and keep some sticky notes for the upcoming month, what's going to be going on that. And I do the same thing for my weeklies. I put a sticky note on it and I just flip to that week, write it down. And then when I think of something in the week that I'm in that I can do next week, I'll go and jot it on that sticky note until that week comes. That's my April. again. That's it again. And then this is my May, and this is when I started tipping these in. I love when people tip these and then mark off the days. And I finally found them, so I went on ahead and printed this one, June and July. This is the monthly for May. And you can see I didn't hardly track anything there. I wasn't too good. I try not to beat myself up, but I love to see a finished layout, a planner. I love to see it planned. I mean, I like to see it used. And I try not to beat myself up about it. I need to mark that off. Oh, see, can't do it with my left hand. Well, there we go. It's okay. June, and then this is June. On this one, I put down things that I want to get accomplished this month here. I haven't done anything yet. We not too far into it. Oh, I could have swore I tracked this. So where did I track this at? Or maybe I tracked the other one. I need to go back and fill this out then, because before I get too late and I can't remember anything. And this one, hoping, thinking, reading, feeling. And this is the first week in June. And I am now on this. I've been setting it up. So now I'm going to go to my next section. Back here, I do have a few dailies. So that's all the, oh, let me take out too. So this, take out to a blank one so y'all can see it. Well, this is the one without the days of the week, but I do have the days of the week printed on some of them. I have it blank so I can use my stickers for Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. But this is how it is. So instead of the line going across all the way, now I do it to here, and then I do this section in grid. And this section right here, I put this week, and then I had errands. I think in this one, which I like kind of separating out home. I need to call the dentist, errands, email who I need to email through the week, who I need to call, things I gotta do at work, things I need to buy. So I'll probably be using that format a lot more. I hope I wasn't autofocus because I wasn't paying attention to the camera then. But these are some of my weeks set up for July and June. And I'll just start adding to them. That's my July 4th week. Okay, so now I'm gonna go to the next section. This is a happy planner, like sheet protector thing that you can buy, and it's punched for the happy planners. I cut that part off, and then just punched for the Covey rings. This is a this week. You can use your wet erase, but I ended up just sticking sticky notes on it. These are some extras that I use for projects, and like if I'm working on a certain project and it's that deadline week, what I have to be done on each one of those days. Here I can track also what has to be done on those days and check it off when it's done. If there's meetings that go along with it, if it's traveling, you can put all your days that you travel, and then what you're doing on each one of those days, any appointments for each one of those days. Then I just have a variety of different dailies here. So if I need them, and most of these came from notepads, I tore them out the memo pad and punched them and stuck them in here. Okay. And then let's see, my next, sticky note. My next section, this is my tracking section. So I'm tracking my hot flashes. I am tracking some personal stuff. I'm tracking my knee pain. I have a right knee pain from a meniscus tear and a left knee pain, just, with age and grinding weight, all of that. And then also my headaches. So I used to have lots of headaches, but now since I'm going through a change, I don't have them as much anymore. Well, migraines. And so I track those because I don't get them as much as I used to, but I do get them. Heart flutters. I used to get those quite a bit before going through a change. Whenever it was time for my menstrual cycle, I would get them. And this is a heartburn, so I've been having heartburn. And then I also have IBS, irritable bowel syndrome, and I used to always go through the bouts of diarrhea. That was my thing. I didn't have the constipation, but now I go through some bouts of constipation now. Not bad, maybe a day or two, but still I want to keep track of that. Back pain. I hurt my back in 2019. I hurt my back, and so I track it whenever I have back pain that I have to take meds for, and my leg pain, and then leg and back pain meds. So I will mark off when I took meds for it. This is back pain, this is leg pain, and then this is back or leg pain meds, and I mark it off. Wash day, that's for when I wash my hair. This is for sodas. I mark off whether or not I had a soda for that day. And what I want to do is be able to look at this throughout the whole year and see how much soda I'm drinking over a year, because I love soda. I have switched to diets though, because I'm trying my best not to become a diabetic, but I know that's something that could happen. These are eating out versus cooking. I need to catch up with that for this week, this month anyway. I didn't hardly track it in May. I see walking. I haven't been able to do that. I hurt my right knee in November pretty bad, and so I hadn't been walking, but it's getting better, and I think I can start back walking. I'll probably just have to do very short distances right now. Right here, I was doing sleep. So I was tracking the number of hours of sleep I was getting. I fell off in April and May, but I did start back in June, so I'll have to fill that out. Any activity outside of walking that I do, that's activities, helping me be more healthy. I mark that here. Stretching, I want to do that daily. I mark that here. And I don't have anything on this one. These were some sleep trackers that I made by hand before I started using that other tracker, and I had wrote them out, so I left them in here. This is a blank tracker. This is a blank tracker, so if I wanted to use these for something that I'm trying to form a habit on, I could write whatever that habit is here and then mark off them as I accomplish or don't accomplish. Here is my routines section, and I keep it basically. When I was in my other binder, it was under my tracking section, but I made this, and it just tells me what I'm supposed to be doing for my dailies. And I have the dailies home and then the dailies at work, end of the day at work, and then at home when I'm at home nightly here. My planner routines for the day, the week, the month, my weekly review, weekly task. My weekly review is from Brandy Michelle Plans, but I added other things that I want to do on there. Then my weekly routine, things that I want to do on each one of these days, like scheduled things I would like to schedule for these days. And then on this side, it's your monthly review, your monthly routine, quarterly review and tasks, monthly reflection, your yearly review and task, zones, business routine. Then this is my chore list idea. So if I'm stumped about what do I need to do, I can go here, turn it over so y'all can see it. Look at that, pick something from that and schedule it in to do. And these are some things I just added. This is the incomplete trigger list for work and for professional or work. No, this is work and this is home. And then here is my incompletion trigger list again. Some stickers, a no spend tracker, unanticipated spending. I write it down. I don't track a whole bunch on my budget. This is as y'all can see, I haven't been doing this, my fixed spending, where I put in, you know, lights, gas, water, things that you have to pay every single month. And then this is my credit card one, which I'm so proud because I have paid off over half